In a time before a storm, in a land ruled by a god, there was peace, there was prosperity. But time was unkind. A storm raged over the lands and swallowed it whole. The world was lost to time. Now there is only sand and ash, the old god, long forgotten. But in a desolate place, there remains a mark of the old god, a mark of hope. The world as our heroes knew it is no more. The skies have turned permanently dark with black clouds and storms of ash. Cinders in the air and large swaths of the lands are scorched, and their fauna petrified. Creatures no longer seem to die, and their souls are trapped in between the living and the dead. Regular strange storms and the overflowing presence of the undead make travel dangerous and survival hard. Above all that is a curse that seems to blight these lands, and the origins of both the storms and the curse are still unknown. Welcome, honored guest. I see you have made yourself comfortable. I have the great honor to be the first to welcome you into our world. A world with over 10,000 years of written history, with ancient magic and great mysteries. A world where the moons are two and the gods are plenty. A world with dangers and opportunities, but not always in equal measure. A world of the mind of the Creator, where his children roam and our heroes have to survive, or perhaps even thrive. As we will all follow their journey together, let's have them introduce themselves.
Megovanen, Welmet. I am Egerwyn Emdir, proud inheritor of the most ancient bloodlines of this land. I believe that within the blood of my kin, the elves, lies the divine spark that birthed the gods. Over the past decades I have pursued these secrets, practicing alchemy and bloodcraft even when that meant exile. I long to return to my tribe that populate the grasslands of Aetherion, and with my findings unlock the true potential of elfenkind. That I've been transported a complete elven lifetime into a grim future is a hindrance, but one I can surely overcome.
Waggy is the happy-peppy airhead hippo of the group. As far as Waggy knows, he was born in this world, and thus he sees this as his home. His family told Waggy that they originally came from a place called the Lonely Plains, and that they got pulled into this world thanks to a great war. His fellow hippos wanted to go back home, so they trained to become strong and be safe on their journey back home. However, Waggy did not want to train. He often slacked off and would rather sing songs, make music, or tell stories he heard or made up on the spot. One day, Waggy got sent out to look for food and water, and thus he kept walking and walking until he stumbled and came across the rest of the group.
Hi, my name is Moloko. I'm an Arakakra ranger. I remember I was at a party when life as I knew it was hindered by this weird feeling I got. And then I woke up with 3 other strangers in a place that I couldn't recognize. I had to think fast. What to do? Who are these strangers? Why am I here? This land doesn't look kind, but hey, life isn't kind, right? Let's try and make the best of a shitty situation. Oh well, just another notch on my belt of adventures. Let's see where this takes me.
Hi, my name is Baron Stoneface. Sorry, was Baron Stoneface. It's Riz. I'm a librarian and was recently just putting some books away in my personal library when I spotted some of my dad's research. I haven't seen him in so long and I dearly miss him. The pendant he gave me has been cold and lifeless for years. I started tearing up a little bit, honestly. I tried to blink away the tears as I grabbed his notes, but as I did, reality started to warp? I saw my library, my home, and everything I had tear away, smear across my vision and dissipate. In a panic, I changed from my true form into the author, Baron Stoneface, a dwarf who wrote Enduring Polite Society, Table Manners for Dwarves. It's a great read, honestly. I woke up in a crater in a different world, with 3 kind strangers. My pendant was warm to the touch. What in Ayun's name is going on?
In a time before a storm, in a land ruled by a god, there was peace, there was prosperity. But time was unkind. A storm raged over the lands and swallowed it whole. The world was lost to time. Now there is only sand and ash, the old god, long forgotten. But in a desolate place, there remains a mark of the old god, a mark of hope. The world as our heroes knew it is no more. The skies have turned permanently dark with black clouds and storms of ash. Cinders in the air and large swaths of the lands are scorched, and their fauna petrified. Creatures no longer seem to die, and their souls are trapped in between the living and the dead. Regular strange storms and the overflowing presence of the undead make travel dangerous and survival hard. Above all that is a curse that seems to blight these lands, and the origins of both the storms and the curse are still unknown. Welcome, honored guest. I see you have made yourself comfortable. I have the great honor to be the first to welcome you into our world. A world with over 10,000 years of written history, with ancient magic and great mysteries. A world where the moons are 2 and the gods are plenty. A world with dangers and opportunities, but not always in equal measure. A world of the mind of the Creator, where his children roam and our heroes have to survive, or perhaps even thrive. As we will all follow their journey together, let's have them introduce themselves.
Megovanen, welmet. I am Eggerwijn Emdir, proud inheritor of the most ancient bloodlines of this land. I believe that within the blood of my kin, the elves, lies the divine spark that birthed the gods. Over the past decades I have pursued these secrets, practicing alchemy and bloodcraft even when that meant exile. I long to return to my tribe that populate the grasslands of Aetherion, and with my findings unlock the true potential of elfenkind. That I've been transported a complete elven lifetime into a grim future is a hindrance, but one I can surely overcome.
Waggy is the happy-peppy airhead hippo of the group. As far as Waggy knows, he was born in this world, and thus he sees this as his home. His family told Waggy that they originally came from a place called the Lonely Plains, and that they got pulled into this world thanks to a great war. His fellow hippos wanted to go back home, so they trained to become strong and be safe on their journey back home. However, Waggy did not want to train. He often slacked off and would rather sing songs, make music, or tell stories he heard or made up on the spot. One day, Waggy got sent out to look for food and water, and thus he kept walking and walking until he stumbled and came across the rest of the group.
Hi, my name is Moloko. I'm an Arakakra ranger. I remember I was at a party when life as I knew it was hindered by this weird feeling I got. And then I woke up with 3 other strangers in a place that I couldn't recognize. I had to think fast. What to do? Who are these strangers? Why am I here? This land doesn't look kind, but hey, life isn't kind, right? Let's try and make the best of a shitty situation. Oh well, just another notch on my belt of adventures. Let's see where this takes me.
Hi, my name is Baron Stoneface. Sorry, was Baron Stoneface. It's Riz. I'm a librarian and was recently just putting some books away in my personal library when I spotted some of my dad's research. I haven't seen him in so long and I dearly miss him. The pendant he gave me has been cold and lifeless for years. I started tearing up a little bit, honestly. I tried to blink away the tears as I grabbed his notes, but as I did, reality started to warp? I saw my library, my home, and everything I had tear away, smear across my vision and dissipate. In a panic, I changed from my true form into the author, Baron Stoneface, a dwarf who wrote Enduring Polite Society, Table Manners for Dwarves. It's a great read, honestly. I woke up in a crater in a different world, with 3 kind strangers. My pendant was warm to the touch. What in Ayun's name is going on?
In a time before a storm, in a land ruled by a god, there was peace, there was prosperity. But time was unkind. A storm raged over the lands and swallowed it whole. The world was lost to time. Now there is only sand and ash, the old god, long forgotten. But in a desolate place, there remains a mark of the old god, a mark of hope. The world as our heroes knew it is no more. The skies have turned permanently dark with black clouds and storms of ash. Cinders in the air and large swaths of the lands are scorched, and their fauna petrified. Creatures no longer seem to die, and their souls are trapped in between the living and the dead. Regular strange storms and the overflowing presence of the undead make travel dangerous and survival hard. Above all that is a curse that seems to blight these lands, and the origins of both the storms and the curse are still unknown. Welcome, honored guest. I see you have made yourself comfortable. I have the great honor to be the first to welcome you into our world. A world with over 10,000 years of written history, with ancient magic and great mysteries. A world where the moons are 2 and the gods are plenty. A world with dangers and opportunities, but not always in equal measure. A world of the mind of the Creator, where his children roam and our heroes have to survive.
Balls. 3 balls. 3. Look, you've got upgraded to level 5. You now have 5 balls. No worries. Elf needs to turn up his volume up, by the way. Yes, you're quiet again. Please don't, no murdering, only in the game. Somewhat. What? What did you say? Oh shit!
Bit late.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Perfect.
You weren't even audible.
What?
You weren't even audible. All of you. You were muted.
You were
Well, damn.
Why are we muted?
Balls. 3 balls. 5 balls up to level 5. I don't know. I forgot to turn up the unmute.
he wants
So
to
for the audience, it just sounded like you were talking about balls by yourself.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I love being a dipshit like this. Yes.
Okay, well, welcome. If I am audible.
Yes, you are now. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Last session. Oh, yeah. Just a heads up. Today's session will be. Oh. Okay. Let's just ignore that for a moment.
No.
No two things at the same time.
This session will be ever so slightly shorter, because we have a slightly ill, or perhaps rather sick.
I swear I'm
Gently.
okay.
You got a sick boy.
I got my blankie, I got my tea, I'm gonna be fine.
You spilled the tea.
I did spill the tea.
Yes. But luckily, we did start before I thought we did. Anyway, it was planned at 8, so this is good time. You're making good time.
Hey.
Last
you, Alf.
session, you
Well, I tried really hard today, okay?
And it worked. We're proud of you.
Yay.
So recap. Last session, you did unleash a lich, or rather, you didn't unleash it last session, but it was made clear that you had unleashed it. You ran. Moloko managed to take both the tent and Riz's weapon with him, and Lydia, the half-elven. Half-elven because she is only half of.
I was
person.
about to ask. Did she used to be a full elf?
Well, you know her origins, her true origins. So she wasn't an elf either, but she looks like one. You ran away. Gorvas.
We bravely retreated.
I was about to say tactical retreat.
Yeah, tactical retreat whilst Gorvas was keeping whatever lich this was at bay, at least for now. You managed to find a safe space in the hag's domain, which seemed to be unaffected by any previous damage, or perhaps in some way healing of the dead forest, the destruction of the dead forest. But you saw from her domain a massive spire of flame erupt towards the dark clouds, and you felt the heat even from that distance. And Moloko, flying above, you saw deep within the flame a very faint blue light, probably Gorvas, or at least what is left of Gorvas. resisting and keeping this creature there.
He'll live. He has
Yeah.
to. He'll live.
Yeah,
Hell,
definitely.
man.
He's already dead, so you can't die twice, right?
That's right.
I beg to differ.
No, only when you
Yes.
get back to life. life.
The hippo offered, or perhaps just simply gave, a hair to the hag. It was a
Belly button.
belly button hair. And she answered the question which you posed: what and how do we stop this? Well, to Braggy's response, to the hippo's response, she responded to the hippo about the question what had happened to him, what had entered him in the previous session, and to Riz's hair being given, she responded with that this was an Arch Lich, not dangerous to her, but definitely dangerous to the rest of whatever is left in this world, and that it could be sealed again with the help of an artifact that was left in the throne room in the capital long ago. So you made that your next goal, sort of.
One of the.
Interim goal was to get to Stone River, the first settlement on the way. Lydia on the shoulders of Riz, a new tent, a new weapon, and a very strong, dangerous creature unleashed. You set off.
Are we still at the hag's forest? Is she still there?
The hag left. She disappeared in a puff of smoke when Braggy asked her. I can't exactly remember what you asked her.
Oh right, no,
Something about, can I call you sister or something?
No, I asked, can I call can I call you mommy?
No, you already called her Mommy Mathilda. But
Yeah, this was
you were-
worse.
Yeah, because she revealed that you might be an older being than her.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Can I call you
or at
little,
least
little
part of you.
Can I call
Yeah,
you
that
little
is-
mommy Mathilda?
Little
Yeah,
mommy.
exactly.
Good rapper name.
Yeah. You left a picture of Mathilda.
Yep.
A very, very beautiful painting drawn by a very giant hippo with very, very apt skills and dexterity.
Is Lydia awake?
Lydia is still unconscious on your
Okay.
shoulders,
And
hanging
shook.
under your cloak. Sorry?
And shook.
Yeah.
Very much shook.
So, do we know what kind of folks reside in Riverstone? I asked the party.
Stone River.
Shit, Stone River. Riverstone.
Same thing.
Maybe something about Dankweed?
What I'm asking is if I should change to not look as fey as I do and maybe change into something more widely accepted. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
not gonna lie, you can change, but they still gonna see a big hippo with barely any clothes on, than a walking bird walking into the town. So I don't think it's gonna matter that much.
I mean, the bird is, people know what Arakakra are. They're not from a different plane of existence, and everyone loves you.
Yeah, but that's because I'm me, not because I'm a hippo, I think.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. I will change into oh fuck, what was his name again? The dwarf that I started out as.
Baron.
Yeah,
Not
Baron
any
Stone Mask.
stone mask.
See, still something about dank weed.
Yeah, Stone Mask. So I'm now a stout dwarf and guy in his mid-40s, I think it was.
Appearance-wise, mid-40s or dwarven mid-40s, because that's the difference.
He was a very young dwarf.
Oh, right. No, he was young and he didn't have a beard.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Which is uncanny, because most dwarfs, even from a very young age, have a beard. You make your way outside this from the waterfall, outside of this protected forest, as you have to go south. You may be able to, because you have a bird which can fly and has very good perception.
Can I fly?
You might. No, never could, never have, never has been. You might be able to find a path through the witch's domain or the hag's domain, but you're unsure, as a weird dark cloud covers most of your horizon. It's very hard to see beyond maybe a couple kilometers.
Okay.
Sorry, we are European. Kilometers is what we use.
No, we need to do the miles thing, man. Wow.
Seeing like the clouded horizon, Agerwayne is gonna give a little pinpoint prick to his tiny little finger. Whisper to the first blood drop that comes out, Apaquet will west, and they will cast Druidcraft to get a sense of the weather for the coming 24 hours.
That was something that you already did last session, but
just to be sure. Yeah. Now we see the clouds. It's gonna be okay.
About 2 hours has passed since, and strangely enough, it's exactly the same forecast. That very dark cloud. It acts more like a fog, but as a black fog, you would assume you wouldn't be able to see a hand in front of your eyes. This is pretty far away, but it is in all directions.
If I look at it, could I perceive if it was more than just a cloud?
Make a perception check.
All right.
As you're focusing on the cloud and its potential movements.
21.
You focus deeply in the distance on a single point, and you notice that the cloud is definitely moving. It's changing shape. It's hard to see which direction it is moving to. Mm-hmm. Mist usually is relatively stationary, but this is moving in circular motions, as if
it's a storm, like a twister.
No,
or just
it's like vertical circular motions. So parts of the cloud move
Vortex.
up and then fall down. Yeah,
vortex. All right.
I know this is a long shot, but you said that the cloud was changing. Is it my dad?
No.
I'm not sure I call that a long shot.
Can I please roll for that?
Can I roll for dad?
Can you roll for dad? I don't think so.
I would like to make a daddy roll.
Oh, no, don't call it that. If anything, roll for daddy issues.
But I see it's a vortex or something that's circulating. Can I also see narrowly, like if it's harming anything, like if it's dangerous to step into it?
with your perception of 21, you do not see it harming anything.
Right.
It might be because you cannot see
In it.
into it. You can only see its surface.
Yeah. Do we still have the spiders? And do I need to cast Speak Animals again?
Right, the spiders.
I would say that I'm not entirely sure if you picked up Braggy's spider from the ground when Braggy fell. That one is very likely to be gone.
I
Which
mean,
was the younger spider.
we've literally gone and attacked a fire skull in the meantime. So I would imagine that at some point the spider would have gotten off of us.
Well, Riz, you were the other one who was holding a spider
Yeah.
in your mage hand for a long while until you had to dash through the forest to escape the blue flame.
My spider is a trooper, just saying.
I'll just say that mage hand duration is a minute, and I don't think I would have recast it for a while, but at some point I would have been too distracted with the death and destruction around me.
Yeah.
I hope it's not all the way down there, because then it's barbecued now.
Very likely, yes.
Can I roll a survival check for the spider?
Sure.
I'll help you
Roll
on that one.
just a straight d20.
A 17.
Okay.
Who knows?
You are unaware of the exact location of the spider. I now know what happened to the spider.
The spider is currently battling and winning against the Arch Lich.
Yes,
Because it's too small to be
He's
noticed.
taking over the world.
Spider BBEG confirmed.
He got bit by a man and now he's Spider-Man.
Oh no.
Man
Sorry.
spider.
Man Spider. All right, sorry.
So,
You got Cantropy.
I know we've set our sights to the nearest settlement. Stone River, was it? I would also be interested in heading south afterwards. I have this feeling that we can make our way to Iola's Abbey, which would perhaps allow us to,
Give us some answers.
find something out. It feels like weeks ago we read about that, but
I mean, didn't that also involve some sort of cult or anything, if I remember correctly?
Wasn't that the whole reason we got the tent? To go
Maybe.
there?
I think so.
No, I know so. That was the whole reason we got the tent.
I feel like Riz would know that, but I'm currently not entirely sure.
You got the tent to move in the first place, but in specific, that was your first next target after you had acquired. If you had acquired the tent, that would have been your first target.
Did you say it was our intent? Sorry.
Yeah.
I will focus on the game now.
Yeah, fuck it's in the game.
yeah.
Yes, I think from where we are right now, first Stone River, then if I see the map, if I remember the map correctly, maybe we cross through the city of Golden Fields towards Iola's Abbey, because we want to go to White Hills Hall, so it would be kind of out of our way, but
Well, we have to see what going to Whitehall with answers is probably better than to go there straight away.
yeah.
And it's just,
Oh, we're just gonna
In
leave
this
that
land,
thing
it'd be
standing there.
yeah, why not?
Sure.
What's the worst that can happen?
I don't want to say that out loud.
No, same. I know things are not looking wonderful.
Could Moloko make a history check for me?
Sure. Oh wow, that ended well for me. That's a 5.
Okay. You have heard of the city of Golden Fields before.
Yeah.
In your time, mainly because it is known as one of the richest cities, in the sense that it is basically a city state on its own, or at least it was in its heyday. It was so powerful that almost all merchants had, at least any real merchants that would call themselves the top of the cream of the crop, they had a set or a business there.
Okay.
It was so important for international trade that it became one of the
Hubs.
single most golden cities, as in buildings of gold were built in the city of Golden Fields.
All right. I knew I liked the name.
The city does gain its name not from the gold that it has, but from the wheat that it grew on its fields that were always golden.
All right.
And a very important reason for its existence is that throughout the year, be it winter, summer, or through whatever drought or terrible weather, there would always be wheat on the field
Okay.
growing. At
So
least
Sto-
that is the legend.
So Stone River isn't the dank city, but the city of Golden Fields is the dank city.
Yeah. I think we need to go there.
All right. And DM, just for me for a second. We like where we are currently on the map.
Yeah.
Where the abbey was. Was that near the Lonely Plain? Am I completely
Yes.
messed up?
No, in a way, yes. You were in the northern mountains, like
The Divining Mounts.
yeah. And there was a valley, there is a forest there, and you are in that forest, basically.
Oh, got it. So Stone River is really close by.
Yeah, it's
On
only
the map.
a full day of travel. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a 10-hour walk.
At a brisk pace.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go there then.
Yeah.
Off we go.
I would like to when we're just walking, Moloko, are you flying along or are you walking with us?
I'm flying.
Okay, never mind then. No, actually, are you within 120 feet?
Always.
I would like to cast message, and you hear in your head after about a good hour, maybe hour and a half of walking in silence. There's much more terrible things in this world than you or me. I might have crossed the line, and so did you, but let's leave it behind us for now. You can respond if you want.
I was never that upset. I said what I need to say, and that was it. So it was already long forgotten. Otherwise, you would have never gotten your weapon as well.
Which I'm now wielding because it can't put it on my back because
There's
Lydia's there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of shadow fighting with it from time to time to like get used to it a little bit.
A strange feeling holding this weapon. It's long. It's very, very large, but it feels as if it should be hollow. But it's also very sturdy. It's definitely never, or at least not easily going to bend. And it feels strangely made to your hands, as if
It fits
Lydia
well.
knew exactly what your fingers in your hands, what your grip would be. It is specifically made for you, and you clearly feel that in the weapon.
That's awesome.
I would like, Moloko, I think you are the one leading the troop, or at least guiding them. I would like you to make a survival check to find the correct path.
17.
Okay. Sorry. 17. You have a hard time because of this strange black fog. However, because you are flying and you are focusing on it quite often, you have figured out the exact distances it has to you. It's about 300 feet from you at all times, this wall that you cannot see through.
Okay.
And strangely, at some points during your journey, there was also this black wall above you. So at some points it's higher, because most points you just saw the normal cloud formation, but at some points you are also completely covered by it.
All right. I think I would go down and ask
Okay.
if someone can do maybe a detect magic on this thing.
I mean, I cannot. Do you have a pearl that's worth about 100 gold pieces?
That is for
Identify. Oh, which is a touch spell. Never mind.
Detect magic. I could take some time, but I would only be able to study it if I'm really up close.
Maybe together we can ascertain some of its properties by just staring at it for a bit, real hard. Let's do some studying while we walk and see how it reacts to us and to.
Well, I can tell you how it reacts. I mean, it's always 300 feet away, more or less. Sometimes it's above us, sometimes it's in front of us. And it's always moving.
So it definitely seems like a magical construct of some sort, right?
At least something that is trying to not make us see what we want to see, I guess. Don't know if that makes sense.
Can I tell if it's alive or if it's being puppeted by something else? By maybe its movements or...
Make an Arcana check.
That's a 16.
You have a feeling that it is simply covering a very, very large area. And it is being moved by whatever weather there is. From the mountain tops, there is a wind blowing down. You had felt it before when you came out of the mountains, out of the mountain itself, and when you came up out of the chapel. That there is always fresh, or at least it feels like fresh air coming from the mountaintops. It is, you gather it's most likely being moved by that, but it's definitely not a natural occurrence. It's been placed here by someone or something.
So Riz is silent for a good 10 minutes-ish, staring at it while he walks, studying every little detail. And after a little bit, he turns to Garvin and just says, "It's big."
You're still talking about the storm right now, aren't you? I mean...
Yes, sorry, I was engulfed in my studies.
Well, I'm sure we can...
It's just big and it moves on the wind. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's weird.
It's not like any natural phenomenon I've ever seen.
Oh, it's definitely not natural.
So it's fun. And it's also perhaps worth avoiding.
Probably.
Do I hear
By the
this?
way,
Yeah, you had flown down, and it's not as if they're secretly conversing. So yeah.
Okay,
No.
Oh, as soon as you show up, we're quieting down, of course.
Duh.
we pretend like we're talking about you.
Yeah. Is it big? No, it's not. It's very, very small. Look at it. But I would say that you don't have to touch it because it's always going away. It's never within reach, and that's the whole thing. That's why I think it's so weird. It never
Yeah.
touches us. It's always 300 feet away.
We don't have to avoid it because it's avoiding us actively.
Yes, and maybe this has something to do with the thing on the mountain
So it's avoiding us.
because
We cannot get closer.
Yeah, but
Is it my
also-
dad? No.
Can I roll for daddy issues?
Daddy issues.
You see a single tear roll through Riz's cheeks.
I would like to roll for cheese daddy. But just like the cloud that chased us, the one with the dark cloud, I think I'm suggesting this might be the same thing. Same sort of thing. So it's not natural. And
No,
it's
it's-
meant to do something. But what it's supposed to do, I don't know.
I think it might be spying on us, and I'm wondering if it's tethered to one of us specifically. Like, I don't want to split up, but I am wondering what would happen if we would split the party. Which, again, let's not do that, but would it follow specifically a part of the party?
Well, clearly this is a manifestation of that wonderful entity that nestled in Braggy's chest.
At that point in time, Braggy,
Okay,
You
well, it's just
around, and you see eyes. A
Eyes?
lot of eyes in the darkness, in the cloud, in the black walls around you. You see it's a sphere, and there is a slight, like, if you look above a flame, there's like a warping of the
yeah,
because
like
of the heat?
the air around it, yeah.
yeah, the air is also warping, and you see it more clearly as you focus longer on a single point. It's definitely something is keeping it away from you.
I
There's
wave at it.
a dome around you all.
Nice, as I said, I wave at it. Hello! To the cloud.
The eyes that you saw all begin to dart away from the place that you are waving at. And they're still there, but somewhere deeper within. They're very faint. The eyes are about your size. Like, one eye is about a hippo. But they're very far away, and you can only see them above these, like, mountains, or these forest, these trees that are still here.
So we see Braggy suddenly happily wave towards the dark cloud.
Yeah.
Braggy, do you see something there?
Yeah, the cloud.
Yeah, what do we see anything different than just a black cloud?
You do not.
Yeah, we see it's a cloud.
Yeah.
It's been a cloud for a while.
Yeah, indeed, it is. It's like funny, bracky-sized looking eyes. So I said hello.
Sorry,
Or-
back.
You're saying the cloud has cloud?
Yeah, the cloud has bracky-sized eyes. So I have hello to the cloud. But he doesn't
Don't-
seem to like me that
What?
much.
Braggy.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like Moloko in a situation like this, but what was happened the last time you did that to a giant creature?
Last time I was playing music, I'm just waving at it.
I mean, you've been playing music since we've been walking.
I've been singing, not playing it.
That's true. That's true. That might be the difference. But
Well,
wait,
as long
back
as
up
it doesn't
again.
hurt me, I'm fine. Yeah?
You're saying you're seeing eyes.
Yeah.
I don't. Do you?
I don't.
Haha, yes.
I do.
Egerwain? And I message Moloko if he's in the sky. Moloko, do you see eyes in the cloud?
No. Black.
Braggy does. He's doing something braggy again.
Uh-oh. Don't braggy it out.
I say that to Braggy. Egerwain, do you see eyes?
No.
Cool. I think, Braggy, you might have special sight or something.
My parents always said I was special.
You forgot about your parents.
Yeah, remember last session you forgot.
Oh fuck yeah! Sorry, yeah.
The session before that. Before
Oh,
that,
Yeah,
no.
sorry, I
talked
forgot.
about
I forgot to write it down. My bad.
Someone from my distant past always said I was special.
Someone vaguely said I was special. I don't know who though. No.
I remember only that somebody told me I was special. I don't know who.
I don't know. Why?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not hurting us, I'm fine with it. Like looking at me.
Sure, but also that's making me feel like maybe it's a thing, like it's some sort of beast or animal. Or do you think it's alive, or do you think there's something alive in the cloud? What kind of eyes are we talking about?
Big ones.
Okay.
And they're all at different angles. Like it's not as if it's as if they're all straight eyes. They're just
They're
like
gay eyes.
Yeah, exactly. They're gay
Yeah,
eyes.
he looks a little cross-eyed, but yeah.
Yeah, and there are hundreds of them. And it seems to be able to move them at will through this cloud.
These eyes, Braggy, are they all looking at you? At us? Any
Can
place
I
else?
see if they are like focusing specifically at me? Sorry, English died.
And please tell me they blink.
Make a persuasion. Persuasion.
Sure.
Sorry. Sorry, my English died. Make a perception check.
By the way, real quick, I don't know who it is. I think it might be Garmin.
Yes. I know.
okay,
My
got
computer
it.
is evil.
Perception.
Got it.
Perception, is that right?
Yeah, perception.
Oh, yeah, that's a 4. I don't
Milk
see
was a
shit.
bad choice.
I'm not giving my children anything to drink ever again.
Not near
Wait.
the computer.
That seems like a bad solution.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I have no clue which eye is looking at what.
The only thing
at
you
least
do
one
know-
of the. Sorry.
The only thing you do know is that they suddenly started looking. They suddenly started appearing on your peripheral vision. It wasn't as if they were always following you.
Yeah. So as I said, it's probably looking at me, but then again, it has about 100 eyes to look at me. So I guess one of them is probably looking at me.
That's fair. That's a lot of eyes, though. That worries me a bit.
Does he know about the bubble around him?
Braggy, do I know about the
No,
the bubble?
No,
only
Braggy
Braggy
has.
should
Braggy has not said anything else than waving. Not said or done anything else than wave to the eyes when he received his knowledge.
Okay. Well, I guess we just keep walking and keep an eye on it.
Can Reggie poke his hand out of the bubble just to see what happens?
The bubble is about 300 feet away from you. Like you can only see it because the black background, like you see the warp,
I bet he
and
is
it
not.
looks like a bubble,
And Becky is not
like a
doing
soap
that.
bubble.
And every now and then, Becky just randomly starts looking up at the cloud. You know, like you try to catch a ghost in your room. You know, it's like suddenly you flick your head like, "Ooh, I see you."
Like trying to catch your reflection slipping.
Exactly. Trying to catch the ghost lagging. In this case, the cloud.
A
Oh,
good
should-
thing to
should we-
note that the rest would know closer to, and when the hag was there, certainly closer to her domain, and when she was around, the darkness seemed to be much further away.
So it moved more than 300 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's retreating.
Oh no. Oh well. Let's just keep going. Screw it.
I mean, we could try altering our course, see if it heads another way.
Where would you go?
Yeah.
On one hand, that could be a thing, but on the other hand, we should probably try to make it to Stone River on time before it gets dark.
That's fair as well.
Should we take a vote on it, or should we just go to Stone River?
I mean,
Stone to
worst
stone.
comes to pass, we
Have a tent?
someone's keeping an eye on us. That's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Let's just hope it's not a terrible thing instead.
Yeah.
You continue on your way, Moloko. You lead them as much as you can, lacking really the distance to look much beyond the 300 feet. You do find a not very well trodden, but definitely a path, or at least it once has been. The reason why it stands out is because underneath it is that very blackish obsidian that you also saw very clearly when the Lich awoke from his slumber. You can see that a large area of this, at least this forest, has been completely covered by an obsidian layer, and beneath that might be other old remains of perhaps another forest, or maybe even a village or whatever. You could see it in the near the chapel. Beneath it there was civilization. This obsidian has covered a part of history in a way.
Okay. Wow. I relay that to everybody.
Should we look into it and see what we see underneath it, or should we leave it alone?
Well,
Leave it.
seeing what it has done with the Lich.
I mean, just looking cannot really hurt, right? I won't cast a spell at it, I swear.
Well, last time we looked at something, it also went kablooey. So
Did it?
now everything we do is whoopsie.
Well, if everything is a no-go, then nothing is a no-go, right? Because you cannot do nothing at all.
You want to look at it? Go look at it.
Yes, we should at least try to endeavor to understand the land we're traveling to improve our safety.
Is there a way to like go all the way around it? Would that be a huge detour? Or is it a detour to get to the obsidian?
No, you figure out quite quickly that the obsidian is beneath you
All the
and
time.
has been
Yeah.
for your entire journey throughout this forest.
Well, I wish I could fly so I wouldn't have to walk on this obsidian.
Yeah.
A large part of the obsidian was covered in a layer of ash, and strangely, trees were somehow able to grow through it or from it, which would be even stranger. But you see around the roots of the only trees that are still standing, which are the protected trees, specifically those of Tempest. They are growing from the obsidian. They weren't there underneath the obsidian. Their roots are in the obsidian.
Can I check the trees to see if they're inherently magical or if it's just pure nature somehow thriving?
Make an Arcana check.
I think that's another. 16.
Do you also have advantage on Celestials?
Ooh, no, but thank you for letting me know.
How much did you say? Sorry, I forgot.
16.
16. They are very much magical. They may not be magic in and of itself, and they might not be created by magic, but they are definitely infused with magic. To infuse this many trees, there might have been a ritual, and it might have been a holy ritual in nature to bless these trees. Why and when, that you cannot find out, but they are definitely magical in some way.
I would like to make a little prayer to Ayun and ask her for guidance on which of the gods might have helped make this happen and why.
Okay, make a wisdom check for me.
And just to be very clear, I am specifically praying towards Ayun and not any other god. Yeah. Oh, that's a 2 + 1, so a 3.
Yeah.
You feel a brief warmth. The cold air from the mountains turns warm and slightly swirls around you. It keeps around you.
Like someone just peed in the pool.
Yeah. Or
Nice.
you just got very close to a warm place. The odd thing is that you briefly feel in the back of your head a slight pain, and then a distance, and then it fades.
Yeah, I think while he's spraying break, he's gonna walk through the tree, break it like a tiny little branch off, and just start like getting something like unstuck between his teeth.
Make a strength check.
Accidentally uproots the whole tree.
They say 14.
You cannot reach its branches. The branches are far too high, and it's a weird tree. It's a tall tree, but most of it is just the stem.
Yeah, it's like the stem and the bark and stuff like that. Yeah, then it start munching on like biting on the tree in case in hoping to get unstuck.
Like bark?
Breggy, those
we have
trees,
heard.
Breggy, the trees
No.
are not for eating.
I mean, this thing's stuck between my teeth.
I give him one of my hand axes, which has a point in one of the corners, of course. So try this. Just kind of hoping.
Am I allowed to bite on an axe?
I mean, you can bite on this axe. Just don't hurt yourself.
You want a
careful.
twig?
Okay, you didn't see my boy. So now that Becky got the axe, he starts chomping down on the tree. to get the branch.
No!
Oh,
Maggie.
oh wait,
Okay.
no,
Oh my god.
I thought you meant now you could get the
no, you
branch.
can use it as a toothpick. The axe itself.
Make
Well,
an
you
attack
just-
roll.
Oh god. It's attacking the tree now. I attack in darkness.
I gotta see how do I do a normal attack roll? Jesus, I only have spells and shit.
It's it's a strength roll.
Okay, yeah,
Because I don't know if you're proficient in axes.
It's a common weapon, so. Oh, it's a.
He's a
Doesn't say.
bard. So
Yeah,
I'm bad.
it's a light weapon.
I'll just roll a normal strength, fuck it. Once again, a 14. Jesus.
I mean,
Okay.
how high can the DC of a tree be?
Apparently fucking strong.
It's a magic tree.
You strike at the tree, and you rebound. Your axe rebounds completely from it, and you are pushed back, and you topple over on your back. This tree is very sturdy. And strangely, not even a bit of bark has peeled off from your attack. It seems it is completely unfazed. And as the rest, mainly Moloko, focuses and looks around, there are no branches, there are no leaves, there is no remains from these trees on the ground.
That's not good. Can I roll a nature on how bad that is? Or survival?
I would say make a nature check for this.
It's just kind of like it's a
That's an 8.
tree made out of glass.
The tree, for whatever reason, you're not quite sure, seems to be invulnerable completely.
Oh.
And it seems to never decay. And it is never peeling off. It does not leave branches. And whatever branches there were from other trees were probably burned away with blue flames when that happened.
Oh god, there's some weird magic shit going on around here, guys.
Oh, is there? Really?
Yeah, these trees seem to be invulnerable. And everything that
Alright.
was on it has been washed away by the purple thing.
Are these obsidian trees? Are they just also obsidian, even if they don't look like it?
No, they have a very strangely, in a place where it's pretty dark and there is never much light, these trees have vivid colors. They are oak, and they have an oak color. They don't seem to be petrified at all. The leaves are rustling in the wind. They do move, but they will never drop leaves, it seems.
All right, I'm stumped. Wow. Sorry, I'm on a terrible roll. Yeah, shall we just maybe get to the town?
And
Yeah,
let's
get out of here. Let's
Yeah.
leave this forest for what it is. Quickly.
Leave it.
Yeah. Make like a tree and beat it.
yeah, before we branch off on side quests.
Yeah, we don't.
Inside bag, it just died once
Before,
again.
before we know it, we can't see the forest for the trees.
Can
I mean, we
roll
don't
for
wanna
bad daddy
completely-
jokes?
We don't want to completely uproot this campaign.
Jesus Christ.
Help me.
I'm going dead on the inside.
It
you-
should have ended it on the mountain.
If you
Very
don't want us
stupid.
to make dad jokes,
Daddy jokes.
Yeah.
if you don't want us to make dad jokes, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, the worst part is Braggy doesn't even know what a dad joke is because he doesn't know what his dad is.
Oh
Wait,
no!
has Braggy lost the total concept of what parents are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Oh, that's terrible! When Riz finds out, he's gonna be heartbroken by that.
Not
he
only
doesn't
that,
e-
he has forgotten the existence of home.
Yeah.
He just is.
Yeah, life is currently for Braggy.
Damn.
Always has been.
Yeah.
We need a spaghetti daddy for him.
Spaghetti?
I nearly choked in my food. You make your way, you continue on the path. I assume just continue to Stone River.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to get to it in one sitting? In one
Yeah.
speedy travel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's
At
make
the-
a break
at-
for it.
If the weather allows for it.
As far as you know, the weather for the coming 24 hours is
Was okay.
whatever this is.
Yeah. Okay.
You pick up the pace and you continue on, and you feel you are descending from the mountain into more of a valley. You were already in a valley between the peaks, but you were on a plateau. And here, the weather is oddly colder than up there. Perhaps because of the raging pillar of fire that you can still see in the back. Strangely, you can see it through the darkness, which is odd. And you can also still see, even at this distance, that very faint spot of blue, Moloko. You can still see it.
There is some odd shit going on. I can still see them flame, and I still see Corvus. Or what I think is Corvus.
I mean, your uncles were very keen-eyed. Perhaps it's a trait that runs in the family?
Can we stop talking about my family?
What is
Sorry
that?
to bring up the sore subject.
What is what?
Family?
It's a concept you don't need to know right now. We're not talking
Greggy,
about
why
it
do you
anyway.
ask? Wait,
Okay.
why do you ask, Greggy? Let's change the subject to the conceptual understanding of family and his sudden loss of memory over this. Braggy, what do you not understand about the word family?
I don't know. Are you guys family? You don't look like hippos.
So you know that family is related to you.
I think so.
Do you know about nephews, cousins, fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers?
Out of character question. Do I know what nephews think, or do I only not know what mom and dad are? Concept of it.
Hippos in hippo society,
Hippocyte.
yes, it is common to refer to any being of your generation as a brother, or a sister. So cousins you do not know of, but you do not know what parents are, and you cannot remember ever meeting another one of your kind.
Yeah, okay. No?
Oh.
Right.
What's your mother's name?
What's that?
Oh.
The entity that gave birth to you, what were they called?
I don't know. Do you remember what you something from when you were born?
When I
Well,
was-
not from when I was born, but I know my mother's name.
Yes.
You're talking all weird and fuzzy today.
I guess.
Are we still hoofing it?
Yeah, we're
Yeah, I
still
would say
walking
this
through
is-
space.
Yeah.
Yeah, walking and talking.
Just walk it like a talking.
Walk it like a talking. And I'll start singing for Braggy. We are family. I've got all my sisters with me.
Back in Tom Salami, there's no clue what's going on about, but he just uses music.
We're just like two birds of a feather.
I don't have feathers. Am I a bird though?
No, you're not.
You always have been, Braggy. You always have been.
You're not a bird, but you have a bird brain.
I do call the females fine birds.
All of them?
Well, the ones I see at least.
That's fair.
There are exceptions, but
You call them cows.
no, mummies.
Ah, mommy.
Wait,
Edited
Oh wait,
word.
technically, it's shit once again out of character.
Mommy Mathilda.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how is that gonna work?
I do think you
It's-
have a conceptual idea of what a mom. Just
I,
not,
I, I, I think I just know the word, but I just don't know what it means.
yeah.
I mean, it's very good because now the connotation of calling someone mommy is less incestuous. So I approve of this shift.
You know the word, you simply do not know the exact meaning of it. And the only thing is that you remember calling her that before, so it should be fine.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, sometimes I call them bird if they are like very special or beautiful. I just call them mommy, but
Just to be very clear, Mathilda is not your actual paternal mother.
Maternal.
Maternal, paternal, almost.
don't we all call like the beautiful ladies mummies?
No,
No.
I usually call them by their name.
I say Matilda afterwards.
That is true. I think we should have a sit down when we rest and talk about what you might have lost, because it might be a lot more than we initially thought.
Nah, I'm good. I bet he
Braggy.
just keeps on walking, just vibing to the song.
I cast message towards Garwin, and just say stage 1 denial.
Yeah, this is trouble. Just when you get back, this is trouble. Right. Okay. As we're traveling in a quick pace, the blood flow is getting Eggerwain's brain juices flowing as well. Is he able to link the existence of these petrified trees and this whatever remains of nature that still survives? Is he able to see if that rhymes with what he knows about Aeolus?
You know very little of Aeolus.
Mm.
To be completely honest, you had never heard of a being called Aeolus before you saw it in a brief transcript of a person that was once revered as a land god. That is the extent of your knowledge. Land god is something that you had not really seen before in any research or in any work. You're not entirely sure if it means a god of the land or is a specific category of gods.
Mm-hmm. Just makes me all like as he's thinking, he just mid thought starts talking to the other. Just all makes me that more curious to see what Aeolus's role is in all this and what the entity was that called out to us.
Out of character. Wait, called out to us? I'm blanking, I'm sorry.
When we
At
arrived-
the introduction.
Oh, right, yeah,
you
the
heard a
introduction you meant.
voice.
Yeah.
Because I still think that's the one thing that unites us. That's the one thing we all have in common, is that when we arrived here, that's the voice we heard.
True, and the fact that we all apparently woke up with magical gear in some form or another. We should probably talk about that gear too. Is there a connection between them?
About that, you are unaware of. No. Sorry.
No, I think we talked about the fact that Braggy had something magical about an instrument.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, you had.
the bow.
You had seen its strange origin.
Yeah, we
through-
saw the runes and shit,
Yeah.
right?
Not because he told you to. Not because he told you.
No, right. But like, should we talk about these items? Like my leather armor, I didn't have that before. I think we all know that, and it's quite powerful. What did you guys get? How does it work? What is it?
I'll hold up. If I'm not mistaken, I have a ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hold up my left hand where I'm wearing this gem in decorated ring. This helps me rest faster, or well, any set of activities I attempt, I can speed up. This is what allows me to make such swift progress on my endeavors. Come up with these devices to I'll not get into it.
Well, we've seen it in action, haven't we?
Yes.
You have.
Oh, I have. Okay.
Because he used it during the rest, in
Yeah.
which your blood magic was infused. Also, I pinned the thing we
The thing?
talked about. Yeah, we talked about it Friday, I believe.
Oh, yes.
I pinned it. That's Egwin's blessing. That is something that is always active. Currently, it doesn't count for, or it does not do much for you, Riz and Braggy, because
Yeah.
you already have temporary hit points.
It doesn't stack.
No,
Sadly.
Right.
it's
that's
highest.
good to know.
Usually, its highest one wins, basically, for
Yeah.
temporary hit points, unless it specifically says it stacks.
I think it technically the latest one that you gain is the one that leads. I remember in my own campaign, if someone had about 15 temporary HP and someone cast a spell so that the group gained like 5, and we had to look it up.
Okay, then it doesn't really matter because it happens at the same time, so you can choose.
Oh, fair. Happy about that.
It's after a long rest, so yeah.
Yeah, well, as you know, my armor. Well, I can. If I could turn back time. I can.
Fever kicking in.
Well, literally. No, I think I can.
Share it with us.
Oh, nice. I think I can undo the last thing I did, and I do revert to my status before I did the thing, but the reality doesn't change around me, which means if I get hit by an arrow and I'm out in the open because I walked there, I can undo the walking there, but I would have still been hit by the arrow. Does that make sense?
Sort of.
Moloko, Braggy, what about you two? Willing to share?
All I know is I have a very nice bow. I don't know much about it. The only thing I know is that it seems to almost never not hit.
So it's just a super accurate bow.
Yes.
I got my flute, but I always have my flute.
Do I see like similar runes to my armor on the flute or the bow?
The runes do not appear quite as obvious as on your armor. On your armor, they're pretty obvious. It's also a much larger piece. But
Yeah.
there are carvings in this flute, which have similar kind of runes. They're at least in the same language.
Yeah. All right. This goes for both Moloko and Braggy. If you want me to, and if you would allow me to, the next time we take a rest, I would love to take a closer look at both your pieces.
Okay, I'm going to make an intelligence check.
Yeah, is this about me getting dizzy if I look at my armor for too long? Because I do remember that. Okay. That's just a check.
Yeah.
That's an 8.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah.
Seems like a good idea.
Uh-huh. You don't know.
Mm.
It's yeah.
Okay, I might know, but I might not know. I just realized something, I think.
Remember when you used your item and a specific person tried to look at your item?
Yes.
That person almost did what?
I don't remember.
Explode.
Like literally me. Oh.
They almost exploded with all of you.
Oh, yes. I was going towards the fact that when I tried to take my armor off, I had to make a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm. That as well. But
Which-
this was... You would probably remember that it might not be very smart to try to peer too much into the origin.
Okay. Well, I was not trying to look at the origin, just more the effect. Like if it has any like literal effect, like I can activate my armor and Agarwin can activate his ring. Is there a way to activate the bow or the flute?
What you do know is that you suddenly gained knowledge of what your armor could do when you saw that you had it.
Yeah.
If you had gained it, perhaps they had.
They had to, yeah. That makes sense. I do have one last question though to all of you while we're still walking and talking. I hate to admit this, but I had a moment where I was without my armor, where I felt like I was gonna go crazy if I didn't have my armor back. Which I don't think was entirely natural for me. Is this something you recognize?
I'm never without my bow.
I mean, people call me crazy regardless, so...
Fair.
Moloko, you do remember grabbing Braggy's flute, and Braggy's entire being changed violently.
Okay. Well, there was this time, Braggy, remember when I grabbed your flute?
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, and do you remember what happened when I grabbed your flute?
Now I just took it back and... Yeah?
Well, you weren't that friendly Braggy as you are now. Wait, give me your flute.
Why should I? Give me a bow.
All
I step back.
Let's trade. You take my bow, I take your flute.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah,
I would like both of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I was gonna say I poke the flute up, but I'll keep holding it with a tight grip, like I don't want to let it go. But
That's a 14.
Wisdom saving, you said, right? That's gonna be painful. I want to buckle my shoe. Oh, a 13. What's up with my 14s today? Jesus, 3 times in a row.
Both of you are holding on to your your magic items, these specific items, and you are even unable to reach them too far away from you to give it over to the other. Before you even attempt to, you reclaim it back, and it's almost like Smeagol when he talks about his precious. You act in a similar way.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to. No, don't. Yeah, here's your flute back. Give me back my bow. Give it back now. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Good man.
Yeah.
Interesting, though.
Is it though?
I think it is. I can freely give you any of my items without problem. Oh, 1 second. That's the doorbell.
Presents.
I was like, what do you mean doorbell? You're in the middle of the forest.
Sorry. Don't poke the hornet's nest.
There is a quick delivery.
Going on. There's a present.
The mill.
Present.
That
in
has
the
been-
presents. Oh no.
Oh yeah, we'll wait until you.
Yeah, quickly talks amongst yourselves. Quickly discuss. Was the Roman basilica really a basilica?
Becky does not know what that word means. Jesus,
What does
never
Roman
mind.
even mean?
Nep-
Really?
Becky today doesn't know how to speak.
Breggy says no.
Computer says no.
Yerbit, Nerbit, Yerbit, Nerbit.
What did I come back to?
Sheer
We were
madness.
talking amongst ourselves. Cut myself.
So anyway,
Why?
that was
Don't do that,
Ayuna.
everyone.
That was Ayuna at my door, and she told me exactly who the big bad evil is and how we defeat it.
Damn.
But
So
if you ever
explain.
speak, your brain explodes, right?
Yeah. I cannot try to identify this because then I will explode. But I know it, so just trust me at everything I do. No. So did we not continue?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Waited for you.
You left us hanging.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to
Perfect.
continue.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
The
So
moment you are amongst yourself talking and handing over or attempting to hand over your items, suddenly all of you notice a loud but faint, not faint, but doff.
Thud.
Muted.
Yeah, a thud. And you see a sudden foot, a very large foot, step above you, about 300 feet above you.
Oh,
And there is darkness around the foot and just a foot, and it tried to step, but it seemingly failed.
oh shit. Can I shoot my bow at it?
Make an attack roll. 300 feet, yeah, that should be in your range.
Oh my god. You won't believe this.
oh no.
16.
Yes, damn it.
You shoot you pull, and you aim and you shoot, and it goes up, and strangely, as it reaches the foot, it just disappears. There doesn't seem to be an impact, and the arrow is just gone.
I have a twofold question. A, does it look like we're in immediate danger? If not, does it look like an illusion?
Make an Arcana check. You are not. Something has tried to step on whatever this dome is that only one of you knows of. But it doesn't seem to have broken through. And
Okay.
after a moment, the foot also disappears, and you do not see it again.
18. Was it a real foot?
As far as you can tell, it was a real foot. It was physical,
Jesus.
and it was huge.
But it was
For
like
something.
it was a foot long, though, right?
No.
Jeez. we're still in daddy joke mode.
Um,
Of course. Never ends.
you wouldn't have enough bread in the subway,
In the world.
yeah, to make a foot long that long.
It's more than a foot long. It's
Well, it's
3 feet.
his
It's-
foot.
It's a foot long, just not a
Yeah.
foot long.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
his foot long, or its foot long.
By definition.
Are we really tiny, or was that really big?
I don't
Yes?
know. I just shot at it, and it didn't hit. My bow must be broken.
I don't know if your bow is broken. I'm low-key happy that you didn't hit it, because what if it got angry?
Strangely enough, all of you suddenly realize that not only did it arrive silently, it also made the thud. It did physically impact. But where
There's
did
a
the
footprint.
I don't know
Yeah,
if we'd
where-
like it angry.
where has it gone and where did it come from? It's not as if there are any footprints.
I'm a big fan of the snow globe theory now. I'm so sure that we're just in a weird old snow globe that's standing on top another snow globe.
Should we, instead of poking the bear, maybe poke the hippo?
Moloko, could you please explain the idea behind attacking a giant foot? Just
Reflex.
because I like to understand.
Reflex. I saw something
That's
coming
reasonable.
at me, and it was about to crush me, and I was shooting at it. It's called a reflex.
Absolutely reasonable. Thank you for having a protective reflex.
No worries.
Also, in hindsight, do you believe you could have actually hurt, let alone defeated the foot? Because my theory is that there was a giant body behind that foot.
Yeah, that could have been, but maybe I could have hurt it somehow. You never know. Maybe it had an Achilles toe.
You could have given it tetanus and it would have died in 6 weeks.
I could have spit at it, and it could have grown
Died
more.
of minor inconvenience.
Yes.
I could have spooned it to death.
Ah, not the spoon killer, no.
Oh no. What's that called again? The extremely
The
slow
least
death.
effective- yeah.
The way to die.
Anyway, yes. What do we do? Do we go towards it? Because we're kind of walking toward it to go to the city, right?
Yeah, well, we need to go there, but I also heard a thud. As in, it did not step on us. Or it couldn't get
But-
to us.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I think
Wait, how
the
are you
foot-
so calm?
The foot went into the roughly the opposite direction to the mountains.
Did it just accidentally step on our bowl? On our... Oh my god.
You get a. It's weird that it would just leave after
being shot
stepping. Yeah, and it definitely didn't seem intent
Or
on
bothered.
crushing you or bothered by you, indeed. So it might have just been a chance encounter, or this is just it only had 1 foot to step with, and it failed the first time. And
He's playing hopscotch.
Perhaps.
We need to poke. We need to poke the hippo.
Okay, wait. Before we poke the hippo, explain why poke the hippo and how intensely are we gonna poke the hippo?
Like he's already poking himself. Like you just turn him out and you see him like poking himself.
We all know there's something inside of him, and it's very powerful, but it's sleeping.
Yes. Do we want to wake it?
Hello, hello. Wait, he poke himself. Hello.
Testing 1 2 1 2. Hello, is there someone inside of me? Well, Mommy Mathilda said, "Don't wake it," right?
I think that's just common sense.
Yeah, but it seems so powerful.
Should I cast message at it?
Not gonna lie, I am known for not having much common sense.
Let's not send message to anything right now.
Okay.
You want to send a message to the foot?
No, it's too far away.
Well, I don't know, but Braggy, is there more to this than just seeing eyes and things like that? I mean, there seems to be something that thought it, but on what did it thought?
I don't know. It might be like the upside down fishbowl that we're walking in, but that seems moving with it. So
The what?
the upside down fishbowl.
That did not clarify anything.
The upside down fishbowl that has been.
Yeah.
And for how long has this been walking with us?
I mean, ever since we started to walk towards city name, the Golden Fields.
And before that, there was no fishbowl? How big is this fishbowl, Raggy?
You see back here, you know, like between his hands, like okay, this is like 15 centimeters, and he just like keeps holding like his fingers like next to each other. That's 15. That's 30. That's 45. 60.
Raggy, is it about 300
Yeah.
feet?
I mean, that's 285 and that's 300.
Well, that explains something. That explains why the
Riz.
black didn't go
Yes.
to us.
You focus briefly, and you put out a prayer, and you are suddenly floating.
Oh no.
You see a very, very big, like, black orb, almost. It seems orb-like because it curves at the horizon. It curves with the horizon.
Is this a flat
That
earth
far.
joke?
Well, I said that the horizon has a curve, so no.
It's round like a pancake.
Just a very thick horizon.
Perhaps. No, but it curves with the horizon, and you see strange creatures walking through this black land. And you see a sphere, a perfect sphere around a happy hippo,
Oh no.
walking through this dark land. And then you suddenly see you're pulled out of this dark land, and you see a strange world, things you haven't been yet. Mountains, plains. You see a very large city in the distance, and you see even some sunlight in the horizon on the fields.
Wait, he sees tech? Planes?
Plains is in
Oh, yeah.
fields of corn and grass. And
I can't believe you're actually explaining this.
yeah, but and then you are suddenly pulled into your own vision.
So wait, let me, because I was writing notes, but also I really wanted to listen at the same time, which is hard.
Mhm.
I prayed to Ayun. I started floating. I saw the giant cloud curve with the planet. I saw giant creatures walking through that giant.
Not only giant creatures, all manner of strange things.
Okay. Then I saw you basically confirmed the snow globe theory.
Mm-hmm.
Snow globe braggy. Okay. And then I was pulled back into my own vision again.
Yes.
Okay. I like kind of wake up and realize that you guys have been walking. I don't know for how long. I would imagine I'm not completely alone, but you are all a little bit ahead of me.
Oh, yeah, nah, I'm probably just dragging you like by your hand or something.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I'm completely zoned out. I would say, yeah.
Sorry, something to add to that is that you were pulled out of this dark landscape into another like world, and presumably maybe outside of the cloud.
Wow. Okay, I was pulled out of our little. I'm just gonna call it a pocket plane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plane pocket.
So I am completely zoned out for I have no idea how long, being dragged along by my hand by Braggy. And out of the blue, I just start like not screaming, but like shouting, "Oh my God, we're in a bag of holding!"
Oh no.
What?
No magic.
I just prayed, and I saw beyond. Braggy.
Yeah, and he turns around, just like still dragging you behind him. Yeah.
Stop for a second. Stop.
Right. Yeah.
You are. I think you are the dome. You are the fishbowl.
What?
I'm not sure. I grabbed some paper and I started sketching what I saw in the sense, just very, very quickly, very basically, clouds, stick figures in the clouds, a stick figure dog in a cloud, then a sphere with Braggy smiling happily, and then just very quickly, just a couple of buildings to show that I saw a city. If the city had any features that I would recognize, large towers or anything, I would add those.
It had very large towers. You were at a massive distance away from it.
And I
at
still saw
least
giant towers.
a week of travel, but you could see that it had towers. It was largely white, but it was all around it were fields of gold. With
I saw the
rays
city of
sun.
Golden Fields. Okay, got it. Okay, city of Golden Fields, arrow in the drawing. This is us. This is us, but bigger. I need to process this. Okay, I started floating.
This is all quite similar to the little dome we came across in that elfin-made dungeon, right? Where some of us were brought outside and we could see a small little Braggian walking around in there.
You see what I mean? Like we're in a bag of holding. We're in our own little plane of existence. I just confirmed that. Or I'm hallucinating. Am I hallucinating? I pinch myself.
You feel hurt, but a
I-
normal amount of hurt.
Oh, fuck.
You lose one.
How did we get here?
1d6 sanity.
I feel like I lose 1d20 plus 10.
You're dead.
No, sanity, not HP.
Oh, okay.
You're still dead.
We're playing Call of Cthulhu now. Keep up, Gun.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so I don't know if what is protecting us right now, this upside down fishbowl, as you call it, Breggy, if that is you, if that's the thing in you, if it's Ayun, because I prayed to Ayun and I saw all of this, but Ayun is just information and knowledge, not physical, usually. I'm not sure. Praying is scary.
Yeah, that's why I never do that.
Anyway, this giant cloud that is moving away from us is covering the planet, as far as I can tell. I could see for miles and miles, weeks ahead of travel. I saw the city of Goldenfield in the distance, and everything was largely covered with this dark cloud thing. It's not that it is moving away from us, we are moving through it. And that is scary.
Yeah, I don't know what's so scary about it. We're fine now, so I think we'll be fine later.
I don't know what to do with this information anyway.
What to do anyway?
I think we just move along. We just something accidentally tried to step on us, and we survived, and that changes nothing in our journey, I think.
Yes, then we keep going.
Okay.
You keep on your journey, and you all bewildered a bit by these revelations. Just some not really interested at all, mainly braggy. Just like, okay, what do you mean? I guess.
Yep.
And the others like, okay, but our goal is still Stone River. And you manage to see that you are on a road, an actual road. This is no longer a path. This is a real road. And you push on and you come.
Oh my god.
To
You did not just say that.
Jesus. You come to a river.
Oh wow, it's so beautiful.
Wow,
Oh!
that's a lot.
You arrive at the banks of a river.
I'm arriving.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Is this the climax of our travels?
Yes. No. Yeah. You arrive at a very broad river, and the river is black. Mainly because it's covered in ash, like many other places. But it's a gloomy sight. There are a few trees along the side, but you are currently out of the forest. You have made your way out of it, and you're now on this road. And Moloko, you see in the distance faint lights. They are within the darkness, but they are somehow shining through it.
That's never a good thing.
Alongside the river, more to the south.
Guys, I see more lights on the side. That's not a good thing.
Depends. Is it a natural phenomenon?
Well, it's in the darkness, so what do you think?
Aurora Borealis?
Take an educated guess.
At this time of year, localized entirely in our campaign.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah. The only thing I saw was Corvos, which was blue light. I saw the fire, which I guess is magical, and now I see other lights.
Do they remind you of torchlight, or do they seem unnatural to you?
They're in the darkness. I
That's
think
where
You
lights
see a
normally are.
faint greenish hue to them.
Yeah, I see a faint greenish light. That doesn't seem natural.
Magical or alchemical?
Yeah, let me get my alchemist kit. I really need to find out how this works. Yeah.
Enthusiastically, Riz gets out his alchemy kit before realizing that he was sarcastic.
Yeah. Thanks for the kit, Nerder.
Can I perceive the lights as well, Mighty Dungeon Master?
Make a perception check.
Blip, 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 blip. Oh. Natural 24 out of 25?
Damn.
Yes, you can.
That's surprising myself.
And you, in addition to just seeing the green light, also see many faint blue, like sparkles. Like they're appearing and then vanishing, and there are many around that light.
Do they seem to be like very unfortunate moths drawn to the flames and it is getting zapped out, or
You
Uh,
know that
you-
Corvus
possibly
was
something
blue.
else?
You get the idea that they are swarming around these lights, this very faint greenish light. But you're not sure if you're not sure of their size, as it's still in the darkness, and it's quite far away.
I attack the darkness.
Merely embrace it.
I cast fireball on the darkness.
So yeah, I feel like this is. I see the lights you're mentioning, Moloko. They're surrounded by small little other bits floating out there, bright blue. If you focus long enough,
I'll try
It
to
seems-
focus.
it seems extremely dangerous, and I really want to investigate. It seems so
No,
problematic.
no, I think you want to stay far, far, far away. Do I need to roll perception?
Yeah, make a perception check with advantage because of Egorin's help in
19.
localizing where you need to focus.
And do we...
19. Sorry.
You go ahead.
You also see these faint blue lights, and you don't see many, but you see only probably the brightest among them. But you do also see them flicker and then slightly move and then disappear again.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Corvus. And I don't think they need help. They don't need help. We can go on our own path and stay the course. They can fight for themselves.
Do we have to go through there, or is it off-route?
It's at the other side of the river, and quite a ways south. So it's towards the southeast, which is not exactly where you're going. You're heading directly south, or you're also heading southeast, but just not at that sharp. Like, you just want to walk alongside this river. As Stone River is built on the river, likely.
Is it built out of stone?
Who
No.
knows?
Who knows? Make an intelligence check. I vote for going to Stone River, asking them if they know anything about it, and if it seems safe according to them, maybe we can check it out.
Sure.
All right.
I'm
Let's get to our
sorry.
let's get to our
Bye.
destination first.
Okay, you move and you walk along the river, and at some point the darkness in front of you slightly fades. It's still dark, but it's not as heavy as before. It's not like black. It's more like a real mist, like a real cloud where you can somewhat see through. You have now walked, I would say, 9 hours of the 10 that were supposed to be on your journey. And you see through this dark mist, this black cloud, a few lanterns on the road. They are seemingly natural lanterns.
Lit?
They are lit.
Ooh.
That's why you can see them in the darkness.
Fair.
And they seem to guide a path, probably to some kind of civilization. At least this is the first time you've seen an actually lit lantern that is with normal light, not like Corvus's lantern.
Yeah, this does not seem like it's magically enhanced to be an everlasting flame.
I go in extra.
It does not
extra,
look like it.
Extra care mode.
Okay. Yeah, are we? Because we're getting close to civilization. Are we stealthing, or are we just travelers?
Oh, Becky's going stealthy. He doesn't know how to yet, but he's going stealthy.
Okay.
Okay.
Make a stealth check from him.
I'll be coaching him, giving him some guidance.
And I would like to give some tips if I see his anything pointing out of his hiding place or whatever. Ways to walk and keep silent.
Okay. Braggy, you may roll with advantage.
Hey. We're practically begging for that.
Wow, it's an 8.
With advantage?
You're almost as bad as me.
And
What?
guidance.
Oh, and guidance.
That's too late.
Yeah.
No, he said guidance beforehand.
Yeah, he said
Did you say guidance?
Yeah,
he
Oh,
did,
I was
definitely.
coaching him, giving him guidance.
Oh, okay. I
guidance
just
was-
thought you were coaching him.
No, I did the coaching.
Okay.
What did the guidance do 1d4?
Yeah.
Pay to the.
Hey.
Oh god. Oh, it's a 3. That makes it an 11.
There you go.
And could be the DC. We don't know.
Anyone else wants to go stealthy, or are you just all shouting at Braggy how to be stealthy?
No, I
just
rolled a
go up.
19.
I just
Ooh.
go up.
Okay.
That's the only way I know how to be stealthy. Going up.
Eggerwayne is going to try to use the distraction of Moloko heading straight up to also try to be quiet on the way there. And doing for how he normally does is doing pretty well. Doing pretty well.
Bad?
Okay. You all somewhat stealth. Above average stealth, I guess. You make your way along the path towards making my way towards the lanterns, and you see that the lanterns are part of a dock. They weren't on the road itself, but they were slightly below it. And I will move you towards
Ooh,
resembles it.
it's map time.
Map. It's just environment.
Ooh.
Suddenly, the darkness as you approach these lanterns, the absolute darkness just dissipates, and you can see around you pretty far.
Guys,
And you see a
I think
city of black stone.
Ooh.
At the other side halfway in the river on an island.
So we have to cross the river to get to the city.
Yeah, it's not that far. You could say that the tree that you can see on the picture is one side. That's your side, and then there is like there's a little waterway.
Didn't we have like this mechanical elf that can make incredible things?
A boat.
Yeah, or
Where did you see him last?
maybe just a hook that you can shoot and just slide down.
I think Braggy's gonna swim across the river. But then again,
Okay.
Hippos can't swim, so he's just walking on the bottom and then just goes straight up.
Can I do an investigation check to see if the water is full of piranhas?
Make an investigation check, and Braggy, I would like you to make a survival check.
Survival.
13.
Okay.
Why survival wisdom? Let me get it off advantage before I forget. 14 once again! What the fuck?
It's not a bad roll, though.
I know, but it's 4 times.
Uh,
Why isn't he critting anymore?
Who
You
took his
walk-
luck?
you walk into the water, and you feel that it is a lot denser than usual.
Oh.
It's not as liquid. It is quite slimy as well.
Oh, you're making it worse.
Oh no.
But you do manage to make your way through it, just with a little more effort than you're used to from water. And you are pretty dirty on the other side.
Yeah, me too, if I haven't showered in like weeks anyway, so.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever showered.
Exactly.
But, like, are we talking black goop? Are we talking slime?
Oh, now he's goopy and stinky.
It
Please don't
looks
tell.
like a mud,
Oh,
but it is a bit slimy.
Oh my god, is it
You
Dookie?
is it dookie?
you can't exactly make out. It doesn't seem to have a smell.
Huh.
Riz, what was your investigation again?
Oh, shit. It was
13.
13.
You do not manage to see through the water. It is opaque.
Okay.
Therefore, it's very hard to see if there is anything living in it.
That's
Welcome to Transylvania. We do not suck blood, but we do make you wait through poop.
Is there a way to cross the river with a boat or a pontje, a ferry?
Fair.
There is a boat that could function as a ferry on the dock at the other side. Sadly,
How far away is Braggy from me?
I would say that's a gap of about 100 feet.
I cast message towards him. Hey, Braggy, could you take that boat and come over here with that boat so we can cross? We cannot swim like you.
I mean, I got some either, I just walked.
Yeah, I cannot do that. I don't think Eggerwain can either. We would really appreciate it.
Okay, well, Braggy grabs a rope that's on the boat and he just jumps in the one and just drags the boat across and then he jumps back out. Here you go.
That was very good of you.
Good boy.
Taps
him on the head.
Moloko. As this is happening, as they are talking between each other and moving this boat, you suddenly notice there are lights in this city, but you haven't seen or heard anything. Like, it's eerily quiet. Like,
Okay.
you can't even hear the wind howl. You do feel it, but you can't hear it.
Okay. Well.
Hmm.
I go down and I land on the boat. I go.
Okay.
Guys, it's really quiet. I see lights, but I hear nothing.
Do we hear him?
Yes, he's right next to you. He landed on the boat.
I thought it might have been a giant silence spell.
No,
Okay. Just making
you
sure.
can hear it.
Do you hear the wind?
Huh. No,
But you feel it, right?
I do.
I can't
Breggy,
hear
did
the
you
wind.
fart?
Did you break wind again?
No, I did not fart here. I did fart in the water though, which makes a funny bubble.
Oh, that's what came up there. I was worried for a moment.
Braggy, we talked about this. We break bread, not wind.
If I didn't break wind, I was gonna break butt cheeks, so...
So I am thinking, should we just go straight to the other side with this boat, or should we take it around and see if there's a different entrance to like go into the city with the boat?
Well,
Wouldn't they have seen a 8-foot tall hippo jump into the river, jump back out, tie a rope to a boat, and jump back into the river, drag the boat, jump back out?
Yeah, I still don't understand why you didn't just go on the boat and use it. But
You said take the boat.
yeah, I
I
mean,
took it.
true. No, you did what I asked. Thank you very much for
He
that.
took it literally.
I can try to look around from up there, I guess.
Yeah, do we see an entrance to the city from here?
There was at one point a bridge a little further, but it's broken down. It seems to be demolished
On
almost
purpose.
purposefully.
That's always a good sign.
I know this is probably a what do you say this, a stretch, but would I have read anything about this city, about Stone River in the past?
Make a history check. I would say
Nice.
with disadvantage.
Oh, the first thing I rolled was a 3. And the second one is also a 3. Plus
Nice.
a bunch, though. History, right? 11.
The only thing you can remember that might have referenced this city is its stone.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why you would know it is because it's quite loved amongst dwarves, and you have read up on some dwarven lore before. This black stone has a specific name that you cannot recall, but is extremely sturdy, meaning it is unlikely to break even under a magic.
Did we see this kind of stone in the underground city while we were in the mountain?
You've seen a very similar kind of stone. You can't quite make out because you have not yet investigated this type.
No.
But it's
Okay.
very similar in appearance.
I relay this to a Garvin. And anyone who is listening at the same time. I think it's a good idea, Moloko, for you to take a look around, but I think it would also be a good idea to not go too far, so I can still reach you with message.
Yeah, all right.
Do we see a door or anything?
You see the docks just lead into the city.
Mhm.
There seems to have been a gate, an iron gate, but it's bent and twisted and just hanging on its hinges.
Okay, Peggy's gonna once again jump back in.
Is there any signs of a past siege?
There is no damage. The stone is pristine. It's as if it's just been laid, like the stonework has just been done.
Okay.
But it's very overgrown. It is like covered in moss, and trees are growing from the tiniest gaps in the stones. It's definitely not lived in, or at least not very well cared for.
Okay. Yeah, I think we just stealthily try to enter through the docks and see what we find.
Sure thing.
Agreed? Okay.
Yeah, I would like to check in the windows really quick to see if
Okay.
I can find something there. You know, just flashing by.
You move past the windows and you see that there is light in the windows, and there is nothing there. There is not even furniture.
Okay.
It is completely empty. And you fly by a couple of the windows, also from the slightly taller buildings, and they all seem to be very, very empty.
Keyword being looking very empty.
As far as you can see, maybe they've hidden it somewhere where there aren't windows, but that would be strange.
I sign. Message.
I message.
I message at the same time. Just instinctively making the same motion.
What do you message?
What's up?
Oh no.
There's nothing here. The houses are. Everything is empty. There's not even furniture. There's nothing. But the lights are on.
And you notice that all the lights are oil lamps or candlelight, and they are actively burning.
Oh no, is this something that's stuck in time again, like when I died?
No.
Remind me to not use my armor in here.
I will.
Yeah, I think Braggy is like all while they are like being very careful. Braggy just walks straight into the city.
Okay. You just walk further into the city, and you see that these few buildings at the outside, they are all lit, and they are somewhat kept, and the paths, the roads are empty, but also somewhat clean, as in something or someone has tried to keep them at least functional. But further into the city, there are carriage wrecks, there are decrepit buildings. Some buildings were made out of wood, and those have toppled and fallen. Some had only wood on the roofs, and they have completely like rotted and have twisted. And some entire towers were sort of watchtowers have in their entirety leveled, and they are on the ground. And it's getting more and more dirty the further in you go. The roads are not kept as clean. There is a lot of moss, and there is a lot of junk and dust and ash.
Too
we
much
just
work
remember-
for one man.
Oh,
Now
Yeah.
you remember that in the beginning there wasn't ash. There wasn't ash on the roofs. There wasn't ash on the roads. There wasn't ash at the docks. But here, everything is covered in ash.
we
In a
get the,
fine layer of ash.
do we get the idea that just someone or maybe a couple of people at max are just trying to keep the city clean, or those parts at least?
You get that idea, yeah. a very specific part has been kept meticulously clean.
The face of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost a facade.
Ah, as if someone used prestidigitation. Say that 3 times fast.
Prestidigitation, prestidigitation, prestidigitation.
So
Oh, I kinda did it.
As
that wasn't
Bragg's
fast
still
enough.
covered in thick water, he's gonna shake it off on like the clean part of the town to see if anything happens.
What do you shake off?
Yeah, I was like covered in like thick water and like nastiness from jumping into the river.
Okay, you shake off your mud in the cleaner part of town, and it lands on the ground, and it just covers it with shitty mud water.
Hello? Hello? Someone didn't do a good job here.
I stealth completely, tried to go invisible.
Okay, make a stealth roll. I'll just change the scene to the center of the city.
13.
Okay, 13. You are invisible to some.
But not on it. Oh, I can use invisibility. But I'm not going to.
Eh.
Oops, chill.
Do you say that to taunt me because you see me?
Yes.
Moloko, you suddenly hear whispers. Faint whispers, and you see 2 blue lights track,
Oh no.
and they're moving. They're quite a ways away, but you're still flying up, I believe.
Yeah.
So you can see them make their way slowly in the direction of where noise has been created.
Okay, I sign message again.
I message. What's up?
Blue lights coming towards Braggy.
We're hiding.
But they're blue lights. They're not. They're. I think that's not a bad thing.
You think they're friendly lights?
I think if any color, that blue is the best one because Corvus was blue.
Reggie, there's blue lights coming towards us because you made a noise. I think, or Moloko thinks they might be friendly. I am gonna try to hide behind a wall or something and let you take the word. Agreed?
Yeah.
You can charm the pants off of lights, and I try to hide behind anything that I might be able to hide behind.
Okay, make another stealth check.
Yeah, I'm sorry, and I did roll a lot better.
Arrow. Arrow.
That was a Discord thingy. I
Yeah,
believe.
Discord. Yeah, Discord.
Oh.
Discord again.
I rolled a 23 this time.
Okay.
Ooh.
You are certainly hidden, and you feel hidden from any prying eyes. As these lights grow closer, Moloko, you see they are somewhat humanoid in appearance, the lights themselves, and it is the lights themselves that move. They are humanoid only. They are only the bust, you could say, the bust and the head of a humanoid.
All right.
And they are moving about. They're floating. They're floating pretty slowly.
Yeah, they
And
have this
they
clearly chill vibe about them. Don't know what it is.
they seem to be moving with intent, but not ready for anything. They're not on guard.
All right.
Braggy, as the lights approach, and you can also now see them in the distance, you see a strange blue, like, chain hanging on each of these lights. And this chain is being, like, it's being held somewhere, but you don't quite know where. It's disappearing in the distance.
I wave at them again.
They completely ignore you.
Oh. Hello?
No response.
Do I recognize what these beings are?
Make a make either a religion or a history check with advantage, because
Yeah, got it. I will. Yeah, knowing Riz, it would be history. Oh. Oh no, I thought I rolled a 6 2 times, but it's a 6 and a 9, so nice. 17 total.
17. Okay.
Yes.
You have not met a creature that looks like this,
Mm-hmm.
but it is eerily. The description of souls without a body matches them perfectly.
Okay.
So
But
they're reverse gingers.
Reverse Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
You go deep, my friend.
yes, they are reverse gingers. Are those albinos? Souls without a body? I don't know.
The albino soul.
Okay.
Now from Mathilda.
The strange thing about it is that a body or a soul without a body is something that escapes.
It's
and
gotta be
has to
tethered.
escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's safe to assume that something or someone is either imprisoning these souls or puppeting these souls.
Yes.
Got it. I will stay stealth and not message this information yet, because I feel pretty stealthy right now.
Okay. Braggy, they come real close to you, and where you shed the dirty mud water.
Mm-hmm.
And they start to like hover over it, and it's almost like a vacuum. They are just collecting it into their bodies somehow,
No.
even though they are completely incorporeal, as they are moving through you a couple of times without you feeling anything.
Sure they are cleaning up.
Are they cleaning Bracky as well?
No, only what has landed on the floor.
They're Roombas.
Becky is gonna whip out this infinite bag of spaghetti and he's gonna keep dumping spaghetti on the ground to see if anything happens to the creatures.
The creatures just mindlessly continue to clean even your spaghetti.
Blasphemous.
Yeah, Becky just keeps on going to see if they're like if you can like break them or something.
Okay, they just keep cleaning.
Can I try to poke him with my mage hand?
With a mage hand?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh. Arcana's not that bad.
He said.
You produce your mage hand and you grab at one of them, and you briefly manage to keep them in place. And they are trying to break free, and after a moment they just shift out of their current form, and the mage hand just grabs at nothing, and they are free again.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I think I just poked him in the eye with the fork, but that also works.
Oh.
Yeah. He's Braggy's thinking, like, I think it's safe. Well, once they are done cleaning and the guys, I'm just gonna follow him to see wherever they are heading.
Okay. Whilst they are cleaning, Moloko, you see suddenly hundreds of blue lights all over the city.
Oh shit.
And they are moving towards a central space, it seems. They're all moving into a single direction.
Damn it. Are they going towards Braggy?
No, they are roughly headed to what seems to be a church.
Okay. I go there.
Okay.
Do we see this?
Yes, I don't think Moloko is stealthing
Nope.
in the air.
Okay.
So you would just see the bird flying off. Braggy, you are following behind these lights as they're done.
Yeah.
They're walking a few paces, and suddenly their shackles, those rings, that chain that was attached to them,
Mhm.
it just pulls tight, and they are forcefully dragged off somewhere in the distance with great speed,
Well,
and they
bye-bye.
just vanish. At that time, Moloko, you see one part of the town. Most of the town is completely lit, except for one part. It's slightly away, and it's towards the other bank of the river, so the other side of the river,
Yeah.
and somewhat more south. And it seems to be a fort of some kind. Probably an important defensive position for the city. And it's the only completely dark place.
Okay. That seems odd. Yeah, I could go there alone, but I think I'll return to the party.
Okay. Riz,
Yeah.
you suddenly see and hear it's a shadowy figure, at least at first, and then suddenly steps into the light. And you see a zombie, but it's moving very gracefully, and it's moving with intent
Towards
in
me?
a specific direction. No, it moves slightly past you, but it hadn't noticed you, and it's moving to where Braggy was before he started to chase the blue lights.
Okay. I would like to give me 1 second.
Egwene, what are you doing actually at this point in time?
Egwene is trying to make sense of all these supernatural events happening. He's feeling very much out of his comfort zone, trying to stay quiet and act as soon as anyone seems to be in danger.
Okay. You would at some point also notice this entity suddenly walking onto the street towards the place where Braggy stood.
Did we get a long rest since last session? Or I should ask, since the last time I used the Eye of Ayun?
No.
Uh,
And you are starting to get exhausted.
yeah, I'm not gonna use that now.
Not only from all the traveling to get here, but also now having to potentially face whatever this zombie is doing. you're feeling pretty drained already.
Is it? Does it seem aggressive, like it's looking for intruders, or is it more curious?
It is definitely looking around, but it doesn't seem to be aggressive. It, as much as a zombie can, that misses quite, or that has lost quite a few of its parts. It gracefully walked towards the place where Braggy stood, and it's looking around on the ground, searching.
To the ground.
Yeah.
Not okay.
It
Oh,
should
am I
be-
gonna do something stupid?
This should be a wonderful place to stop for tonight.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is it like about 10
Yeah, we're probably about to stir shit up. So, I mean, I'm probably about to stir shit up.
Probably in air quotes. For sure you are.
I mean, I can do my action and then we can stop the session there.
I mean, sure, it's yeah. We will see.
I cast message at the zombie.
Okay. What do you message to the zombie?
We do not mean to trespass. We are travelers looking for rest. Are we safe or should we leave?
You message that, and you suddenly, I would say, yeah, Egwene and Riz, you both suddenly see this zombie, like, look around, and you're like, Jesus, shit, that scared me.
To be fair, I do turn visible again.
Yeah, but you're still behind something.
Yeah,
You're
that's
not,
true.
like, plainly visible. Like,
Well, actually, I am in seeing range, I think, because otherwise I cannot cast it at the zombie.
yeah, but you can still be behind.
Oh yeah, I
something. It's
can
not
be
as if
behind
the-
something. Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
It's not as if the zombie is actively, like,
Doesn't know where
hunting
it's
you
coming
down
from.
currently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello?
I stay like come out of my hiding place carefully, slowly.
Oh man, you should have left it on the cliffhanger.
Jesus Christ. You scared me half to death. Why would you do that?
Because we've been through a lot. Apologies. Again, are we safe or should we leave?
I wouldn't stay too long in the light here. Where are you from? Wait, are you alive?
I am. My name is Riz. It's a pleasure to meet you, I hope.
The pleasure is all mine. Let me look up what her name is. I am Traulam. I am somewhat, not who I used to be anymore.
We have someone who got a similar faith as you, I think, with us.
Oh, how wonderful.
Where are we exactly? I mean, Stone River, right?
Oh, yes, the wonderful city of Stone River. In all its glory, I suppose?
Are we the only ones alive here?
No, certainly not. But it is strange to see you this part of town.
Well, we are complete strangers. I'm saying we. I have friends who are exploring the city as well at the moment.
Oh, it's a wonderful city to explore.
And
Just
safe?
maybe not now.
What is going on now?
The cult. Well, I call them the cult, but they are acting up. It's their usual miss or mass or whatever.
The blue lights that clean.
Oh, yes, those are just the souls of the city folk, the old city folk, those that didn't keep their sanity, such as I.
Oh.
But they are part of, you could say, a religion. And they're currently having their ritual. I wouldn't be outside if I were you. If the shades were to catch you, they would certainly reap your souls to add more to the pile.
Clear. Can you tell me where it's safe? Anywhere inside or specific places of town?
Generally, any interior is safe. You could join me at my shop. I own a little stall, or well,
Inside
you
check.
know, it's make an insight check.
Yeah, because I don't know if I can trust this. It seems nice.
He's wanting you to go to a secondary location. That's bad news, man.
18.
This is just a. This is a creature that has just been spooked, and they seem to be very forthcoming with any question. They seem to be enjoying this sudden intellectual conversation.
Oh, all right. Do you have a moment so I can call them my friends? I want them to be safe too.
Certainly.
And do you know how long we have before these shades arrive?
I would say not more than 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. I cast message to Garwin because I know where he's hiding, right?
Yep, probably.
He seems fine. I don't know how much you heard. Shades are coming. We have less than 10 minutes to get inside somewhere. I'm following this guy. And then I look to the skies to see if I can find Moloko.
As you say, this guy, you can clearly see remnants of what might have been.
Moloko.
No, not
did.
Moloko.
Just a poof of feathers somewhere in the sky.
No, on the zombie, there are. It is quite disturbing. There is a part missing, but this was once a female.
Okay. Okay.
She is wearing strangely well-kept clothes, and quite above her seeming standard. Like, this is something she has scavenged in the city and just put on because it looks nice, not because she needs it.
Fair. I do agree with the rest that this seems like a good place to call it. So can we say that I message Moloko and Braggy and that we follow Trowlon towards her store?
Yeah.
Or is that
That's
too
yeah.
anticlimactic?
Yeah, well, Moloko, you were about to return, so I would say
True.
that is perfectly fine. You
If
are making your way, guided by Trowlon, to her store.
If they, of course, agree to follow towards the store.
Yeah.
Do you, Moloko?
Wow, you made friends already? Sure, let's go.
Braggy, what about you? This is Trowlon, our new friend.
Becky sees an undead.
Oh no, Braggy. No.
And
She is
undead-
quite well dressed for an undead.
That's racist. Undeadist?
Lifist.
Lifist.
Unalivist.
Ageist, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not lifist.
But I also say Becky is very preferred of trying to like slide tackle on undead people. So yeah, you see him running. He's an undead. He doesn't do anything anymore. He just wants.
Okay.
Wait, what do you do?
I'm going in for the slide tackle.
I would block that with my own body.
Okay, I would like, Riz, you to make a dexterity saving throw. And Braggy, I would like you to make, I would say...
Oh no.
Acrobatics check.
Oh no.
Don't worry, all you need to roll is higher than a 1.
Please be a 1. Please. I hope I'm gonna roll a 1 as well now. That's a 26.
I get just
20 as
completely
well.
run through a nat 1 versus a nat 20. Let's go.
Can I say that I see it and I shoot an arrow in between them?
Sure. I would say it like this. You shoot the arrow as soon as you see them moving, but Braggy is just moving through the arrow.
With my
And
net friendly,
unfazed.
can I do my original plan?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
I see we're standing in front of me, but while sliding, I put my hand on the ground, so I slide like around him, and I'm straight booking it for the zombie with his name I already forgot. Right, like the millisecond, I stop, but because I still have the force, I'm standing like wide up, like in front of her, like
Oh, you're using your momentum to just stand up immediately.
yeah.
Sick.
I'm looking and like, yeah, this one doesn't seem to attack me. It's okay, guys, it's safe.
Oh my
you
god.
notice she looks both shocked and impressed.
Shock pressed.
And gives a slow clap.
Yeah, I bow. Thank you.
Very good. Shall we leave?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
On that point, we will leave it. We will figure out later if Trowdham truly has a shop.
Spoiler
She's
alert.
just
A shop of
leading
horrors.
you. Yes.
Ah,
She's going to have us for dinner.
Yes.
yes.
Take us out.
Take us out. Have us for dinner.
A date with destiny.
Oh no.
If she wants brain, I point to the brainy ones.
Oh, so Beggar does have a brain, so it's kind of lucky.
Our brains are tough. You want the smooth brains. Those are very nice.
I still point at the brainy ones.
We will leave it at that. We will stream next week, obviously.
Balls.
Balls, titties,
Undead
breasticles.
titties.
Undead titties, yeah.
Yiddies.
Of which one seems to be missing.
Ah, poor Trowlon.
Oh, I see something now. Oh, this is so bad for you,
No,
Wiz. I'm sorry.
no.
What? What do you see?
I see that my wisdom is higher than yours and our int are the same. Oh.
So?
Oh, I'm brainy too. Shit, I'm supposed to be a nerd.
You are a nerd.
I'm not.
No, you are. You're just I'm a nerd about books, and you're a nerd about like D&D and stuff in game. I'm a nerd. You're a geek. That's worse.
No.
Anyway,
I just know.
breasticle time.
Vesicles.
Yes, breasticles.
Vesicles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
Have a
Thank
good
you
night,
for
everyone.
watching. Bye bye.